How's it going, everybody? Rob here, back with another video. And I didn't think I'd be making a follow-up to this. I really didn't. Apparently, I am. So, this is, in a sense... So, last couple times, there's been a couple of videos where I have reacted to moments from the Whatever podcast. And has showcased this person named, I think her name was Desiree, who's crazy, who can't take criticism, who can't take responsibility for her own actions, and in a sense has also threatened to sue the Whatever podcast, as well as essayed Andrew on camera, or like off camera, during a segment. So this all involves what happens here. Okay. Unstable chick got called a racist and almost jumped the panelist. Oh boy. So, here's some more context to what happened. Like, why she was so mad, why she was planning on trying to sue Brian, and so on and so on. So, let's go ahead and do this.
And can you be racist towards white people?
Yes.
Surely.
Of course.
Desiree.
Okay, I'm going to take a wild guess and say the woman that just walked up with the glasses, that's Desiree. Okay.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
Yep, that's her.
Tell us how you really feel.
I feel like racism is one of those things where it only works if it affects the demographic of people that you're being racist to. And I say that, when I mean that, I say, if I'm going to work a job, I don't have the power to stop a white girl from getting a job. I don't have the power to stop a white girl from getting into college. And don't use that affirmative action shit, because I don't even know I've never even seen affirmative action and how it helps people of color.
Sure.
I think that's just some...
I want to look up a definition. Like, I'm sorry. Ultimately, racism is prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism by an individual, community, or institution against a person or people on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group. So, by definition, I know this is a little bit of a hot topic, but by definition, if you're showing hatred to another individual just because of their skin color, whether it be white, black, Hispanic, Asian, etc., you're racist. That being said, I mean, ultimately, any person who has the willingness to hate another person because of their skin color, or hate them because of their community, would be classified in that spectrum.
Okay, going around the table on this.
Yeah.
What was the question?
Can you be racist towards white people?
Of course, but can I answer to what you just said?
Let me get everybody to answer this first, and then I'll think about it.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Definitely. Yeah.
I'll give you 30 seconds to give an answer, but
Okay.
then I'm going to move on.
I want to say something. I think in the African American society and black society in general, in America, I'm not talking outside of America, a lot of the people, what I've seen, they go against each other. They don't help each other. They don't elevate each
No,
other.
they don't.
They carry and bet towards one another.
Very.
They don't push each other. Like, everything is about money and how much they get. And I've seen it and I say how this society could grow if everybody against each other. Like, if you see the Jewish society or the Arab Muslim society,
Spanish.
everybody's Spanish, exactly. They support each other. When you see a black homeless on the street, they just want to take money. You give them $5, oh, only $5. And when you see a Mexican, they would never stand and ask for money. They would give you flowers. give you
Spanish
something.
people have always had my back, by the way.
And I
Wherever
think
would
you
go.
guys sabotage yourself. And a lot of intelligent people that I met here were from the African American community.
Yeah,
You know?
it's
And I'm
sad.
like, that's too bad that you guys don't support each other. That's
Well,
all I
there's
wanted.
two... well,
I'm not going to comment.
we're done with that.
Yeah, I'm going to move on. I do want to get on to the topic.
I want to get to the
of
part
body
where
count.
Desiree
So
starts
earlier on in the
flipping
show,
out.
I think, Riley, you said something about this topic vaguely. Like, why is
I'm just going to say, I mean, so I'm going to say this. And I'm not trying to say this to basically, discourage or basically ruin the outlook of what other people are going through. Because in terms of like where I live, it's a small town, and we have a high drug and homeless problem. You're driving around, you're gonna see a lot of people who are just walking around, people sleeping on the sidewalk, freaking people who are basically like almost every other block. You're gonna see somebody with a sign asking for money, for food or gas, which unfortunately, due to scammers, you can't tell whether or not certain people are legitimate in terms of needing what they need. I myself in particular, every once in a while, if I have a little bit extra money and I see somebody that needs help, you know, if I'm at the gas station and the person's right there, you know, I'll buy extra food and I give them like a sandwich or something. I think in terms of like community, in terms of helping, in terms of, you know, we as people, we as humans, we need to help each other. And it's not, and there shouldn't be any limitation as to what we're doing to, or why we help them. But as I think to the extent being like trying to be cautious about it too, because you never know. But ultimately, it is good to try to help people when you can.
Is it that women get judged for this, or I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you had a pretty strong position on it.
Yeah.
Like
I hate it. I hate it.
Hate what?
I just hate the whole body count thing. Like, I don't.
They don't run it up.
Oh,
Exactly.
let's let her talk.
I hate body count because I feel like you don't even really know a person. Like, just somebody telling you that they've been with, like, if I date a guy and he tells me he's been with 100, I don't even ask. I
But
can't
then
even
it's not
lie
a
and
woman,
say
it's
I
different.
Hold on. Let her finish. Go ahead.
That's fine. I'm not gonna read that.
I feel like a lot of times the whole body count thing, it's like it doesn't even really exist unless you allow it to exist. Like, I'm not going to know how many people you've actually been with. If you're being 100% honest with me and I ask you the question, okay, but then it's like, okay, now what? Like, I don't really feel like it's my place to judge somebody for who they were with or what their experience is in life. I'm not going to sit here and diminish a person or a man that's like, oh, well, I've been with 150 women, but that was a part of my past and they're trying to work towards their future. How can a person evolve and grow if we're going to constantly judge them for their body count?
Well, the reason for me would be, it would give you an insight if you're going to date somebody.
So I guess the conversation right now is about body count. Of like, and for what I gather, that is when, you know, it's basically a term for, or like the term or phrase for, like how many people you've had sex with or been with, etc. Which I can, in terms of conversation, it's an interesting one. Especially with a lot of people nowadays who are very concerned about body count, because you have a lot of people that, unfortunately, in this current day, don't care about, or at least don't take seriously when it comes to relationships, and will just continuously sleep around or do other things. I could see why certain individuals would be either concerned or not concerned about it. I myself, as I've mentioned before, I myself am a happily married man. I'm happy with my wife, and in terms of, you know, my wife, you know, we are a good couple. We are a good couple. All right, let's continue.
It has nothing to do with judging them, but maybe this would show you an insight of their life, how promiscuous they are, how many, you know, what kind of sexual habits they have, you know, Desiree. Like, it just shows you, do I want to be with someone like this? Because it's more of a higher risk, right? You're taking a higher risk. If you're
Okay.
looking for commitment and see, like, what, you know, what I'm asking for, I can bring to the table. And if someone else just has red flags, you know, high body counts like that, it's probably not for me, because they're probably, you know, patterns repeat themselves.
I get.
So I'm kind of wondering if what she's trying to say is, like, if a person has a high body count, is it like a major red flag in the event that, like, let's say you get intimate with the person, they have a high body count, and in the midst of your relationship, you would have to worry about whether or not the person's going to cheat or see someone else, or if you're just, you know, kind of a side person to the individual. Anybody in the chat, let me know if that's what you're getting at as well.
You can change, but I don't want to.
I get what you're saying.
I'm not trying to
The
label
guy
everything.
who has a more sex positive outlook could think it's a red flag if the body count was too low. So that's a different perspective. It's literally
No,
just
I've heard that too on the opposite.
If a guy comes at me and he's a virgin, I'm like, no thanks. Like, I'm not here trying to be your mom.
I think the whole thing about body count, I think the important thing about body count is that you and your partner have the same view on body count. And I think that's the only important fact about body count.
I'd agree.
I don't know.
The only thing that matters is that you and your partner both agree on your views on body count. That's all that matters
Okay, that's one perspective. Okay.
for a successful relationship.
Like, okay, how many times have you dated a man and asked him, like, how many women, and he told you the truth? Like, I just feel like most times when those questions come up, a lot of people are insecure about it because of the discourse about it. So because there's a stigma with it, and they lie. And like, I don't know. I haven't been with that many men, so I can't necessarily say where I'm at with it, because I don't think I've ever asked a guy, like, how many women have you been with? Like my last relationship, I'm sure my ex, he was out there, but I don't think that reflected him and like how he treated me. I think how he treated me was a reflection of how he felt about me, or how he felt like if he respected me in a certain way.
So I guess the idea is if you guys have the same perspective of here's another, like, I'm trying to like understand the conversation, like if you both have the same perspective of like body count, or at least honest with each other, then it should work out, as far as I know. I mean, in terms of, because how, like, I'm trying to like think of it, like this would be a good topic, or at least a good discussion, because when I met my second wife, I don't know if I'm gonna say she was straightforward with asking me, you know, have you like who else have you been in a relationship with? Have you slept with other people? Which, in a sense, I was straightforward, saying there was only one other relationship. That's it. I was married for 7 years before her, and so far, again, with honesty, everything works out.
So I think it's a case-to-case basis. Like, if you date a guy,
there you go.
You know he's been with a lot of women, but
that's a cute dog. I'm sorry, I gotta say that dog looks cute.
He's trying his hardest to change, and he wants to have a
totally. I just think it helps you get, like, kind of take your own perspective. Like, you can kind of weigh the risks yourself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I feel like.
I know it's not you, but.
Oh, my bad. But yeah, I just feel like it's a case-to-case thing. Like, it depends on you. Like, if you're uncomfortable with a man who's been with 150 women, I'm pretty sure a lot of us would be uncomfortable with that. But then if you say, like, oh, he's a nice guy, like, he's trying to do this, so yeah.
TTS is 100, by the way.
Giovanni donated $100. Redhead heretic is spitting. Obviously, an ex-addict can find redemption and forgiveness, but I rather date a non-ex-addict. Same way a hook can find redemption and forgiveness, but it's not preferred.
Yo, Giovanni, thank you for the TTS. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, that's a point.
So just going around the table really quick, do you think that men are insecure if they care about a woman's body count?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Wait, it didn't come to me. I wanted to also.
Ulysses the Pagan donated $200.
Thank you, Pagan. Appreciate it.
Remember the old PSA, you're sleeping with every person that person has slept with, and it's true promiscuously leads to a greater chance of STDs.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
But I want to answer the question.
Which question?
Tell us what you're asking them.
Well, I'm going around the table right now. So,
What was the question?
But you started.
Do you think a man is insecure if he asks you about body
well,
count?
do you think a man's not asks? Do you think a man is insecure if he cares about your body count or a woman's body count?
I don't think he's necessarily insecure. He could just be curious.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, let's say, for example, he wouldn't date you or another woman because of her body count. Insecure?
I don't think it's insecure. It's preference.
Yeah.
Would you think it would be immature or wrong for a man to make that determination?
I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
Okay, Desiree,
Yeah.
what about you?
I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah.
Everybody has their prerogative. of what
Wait,
they-
instead of just you can state your own position instead of just saying agree.
Well, I was going to say agree, but my position is that it's not inherently insecure for somebody to care about body count. Again, I'm going to reiterate that I think the only thing that matters about body count is that you and your partner agree on your views on body count.
Okay.
Yep.
No, I don't
Okay.
think he's insecure. Like I said, if
But
he's,
is it immature? Is it kind of wrong?
I don't think it's wrong. Like,
Superficial?
it's just like if you like girls that don't wear, like, there's a thing where some men that are professional don't like women that wear fake nails. Like, it's like a preference. Like, I don't think
I don't really see that. Like, I'm trying to understand that. Like, why would you just assume it's insecure? I know pretty soon we'll get to the meat of the video, but it's like, I mean, if that's their preference, if a person is kind of worried about the fact that, you know, you've been in a relationship like other times, I mean, that's their own prerogative. They're allowed to have that. I mean, just because they're cute doesn't mean they have their own thoughts and feelings.
I feel like if you're not comfortable with dating a girl who's been with 150 men, like, that's okay. If you've only been with 2 women, yeah, you're gonna be like, nah, that's not my style.
Go ahead.
I don't think it's insecure. I just think it's a preference also.
I think
Okay.
men and women completely different, because when a man have sex, he goes inside the woman and take it out of himself and forget about it. When a woman have sex with him, and I know you're gonna laugh, but it's scientific fact. When a woman have sex with a man, whatever the man live inside her, it stays in her DNA forever and changes her, changes her emotion, changes her feeling. It's a scientific fact. So it changes her completely. So if a woman been with 100 men, along the road, 10 years later, 20 years later, psychologically she's not gonna be balanced because of all the men she's been with. So of course,
I gotta say, this is a really interesting take. In terms of this conversation, and I'm kind of wondering when we're gonna get to the meat of the video, but yeah, it's interesting.
of course it's matter, because men completely different from women. Men can sleep with a woman and he completely don't have feeling. He have sex, he's done, he takes.
I'm gonna say it's a case by case. Like, I'll be honest, like, adding on to what she's saying, I think it's a case by case, because in a sense, in terms of, like, I would say in relationships, you're gonna have men that, you know, if they love a person and it doesn't work out. I mean, there's a lot of moments where, you know, you have men that break up with a girl that they like, and they are just completely broken from it. You know, it's actually funny. I was actually reading a story on Reddit a while back where you had this guy who was in high school. He in a sense, I don't know if this kind of I want to assume that this kind of is in correlation or relate kind of in the aspect of what this woman's talking about. But there was a guy who was in high school. He was dating this girl. They had sex, and in between school and I guess sports, I can't remember what it was, he finds out that this girl, it was not only cheating, but cheating with a multitude of different people. This caused the guy to basically emotionally break down. Not only, you know, just diving him into a, you know, a black void or a dark void in which he, you know, would never get out of, but as it was mentioned in the story, he basically got into drugs and alcohol. He became very resentful, and eventually, to get back at this girl, freaking basically went on a full, like, total revenge trip on her. Literally going after all of her friends, having sex with all of them, grabbing mementos, and basically sending her those mementos. And after she was broken down, he basically disappeared for a bit, only to resurface. And when she tried to make amends and try to have a relationship with again, he set it up to that he was okay, only for him to break her down again. It was a pretty screwed up story. And I guess the point I'm trying to make is, it's not just women that get emotionally, like, in terms of relationships, or in terms of, like, what they go through. It's not just women that will go through a emotional, like, I want to say emotional departure, emotional just separation from their partner. Men feel it too, and I would say it's a case by case, because I will admit, there are certain men that are just complete and utter like scumbags. Truly.
and he going about his way. A woman have sex with a man, she start thinking he's gonna call me, I like him, I'm attracted to him, unless she's working in the prostitution business and she see him as a dollar. Completely different thing.
Okay, your thoughts?
No, I don't think it's insecure, not immature. I don't think it's insecure. I think it's value, how you value yourself and your partner.
Yeah, I don't think it's insecure. I would prefer a guy to not want me to have a high body count.
So,
Marry my son.
if body count doesn't matter, what's
the
your
obvious
body count?
question.
Starting with Desiree.
Well, I've been sexually active for 25 years, so honestly, I'm not 100% sure, but I would say probably around 50.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Yeah.
With 50 men?
You think it's more?
I think
Maybe 50,000.
Okay. Okay.
Gonna go ahead. If my buttons work.
Oh shit! Burn! Burn!
Good lord. Jesus.
Yeah, all right. Shirley?
I want to say less than 10.
Okay.
22.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, she knew.
Wait, hold on. You said you...
Let this read. My ex-wife had hella bodies, and she's weighs my first everything, and she felt I couldn't say she was amazing if I never had anyone else. Females just say whatever. That was from Epic Major.
You want to say less
I think
than 10?
it's less than 10.
Well, I want to say I'm a billionaire, but it's not true.
I think, yeah, it's less than 10.
Okay, all right. Go ahead.
22.
22?
I think 30.
30?
Yeah.
2.
Out of respect to my son, because he's watching the show, I'm not gonna answer that, but I only say that I haven't been with a lot of men.
Do you want to do like a range?
I
like
got
less
married.
than 10?
I got married when I was 18. I was with the same man for 11 years. Then we separated. We got back. So I didn't have a lot of men. I was only in serious relationships.
Okay.
I don't have a specific number, but I would say more than 25.
More than 35?
25.
Yeah, but you
Oh,
think it's
damn.
more than 35?
Yeah. I would if I would have to count and have to like.
Yeah, let's count. You got time. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, I was counting. in my
Jose,
head.
Mario.
It was a ludicrous song, and it's a ludicrous song on the band.
My neighbor, her. I'm fucking.
it's funny.
No, yeah, I would say like. Just say it, yeah.
50 plus.
Jan, say it more than like 110.
100? Are you like a runner-up for me? Come on, are you close?
More than you, yeah.
No, she said...
More than me?
Yeah, more than you, Desiree.
I was married for a long time, so it kind of
Selectively, yeah. Not everyone.
Wait, do you think
But yeah.
more than 200?
No.
But
No.
like
Like,
100.
more, I wouldn't say more than 115.
How old are you?
More than 100?
Okay.
27.
There's not like birth certificates in El Salvador?
No, I definitely have it. No, not at all. Not at
The
all.
number. Okay.
There's not a birth.
So like 150 or
No, like,
130?
I would say like 100. It's not go more than less.
115? I think you said
I said
115 plus.
115.
115 plus. Okay. All right.
Crazy. I'm not gonna say it on the internet, but it's single digits.
Less than 5.
Less than 5.
She's really young. She's 19.
Oh my god.
I mean, yeah,
I need a daughter-in-law.
So 4.
You good?
Four. Less than 5. I just assumed 4 then. Wait, this is for all of you. This is for all of you.
Multiply it by 3, and that's the real number.
I'm so done.
That's not true.
That is not.
Oh shit! Burn! Burn!
Damn.
I think I was rounding up.
This
Do
is
the math,
true.
boys.
I don't know about that high.
That's the rule. Multiply by
I
3.
got 3 kids. You're not coming out of the woodwork anymore, you know?
Me too.
All right, let's see here. Oh, let's, Desiree, you said you have personas.
I do.
Okay.
Like M&Ms,
Oh wait, is this where we're getting to the meat of the video? Oh my gosh,
Jane
let's see.
Marshall Mathers.
What is that new persona?
And, hold on, I'll say it. You said it's a thing for us genius black ghetto slave souls inside sexy white bodies.
Okay.
What the fuck? Is this I'm assuming this is gonna get to the moment where she basically, is this, oh my gosh, is this the actual moment? Oh.
What did you...
girl. Hold it together.
Oh
I just
no.
meant that there is a white privilege that comes with looking this way. However, I was born in a very similar family to you, with the psychopath dad and getting kidnapped and the whole situation. So
How is that a, wait, hold on. What the fuck? How does that justify what you just said? what you classified yourself as. What? I mean, everybody's dealt with freaking psychopaths. I mean, damn, I freaking have dealt with my fair share of fucking psychopaths. Hell, one of them tried to, you know, I'll admit this online. I had one guy who threatened my life freaking years ago. Most of my family know this, and all I'm gonna say is the situation involved a fucking drunken degenerate asshole that was in a sense associated with the family. Not only wanted me dead, but in a sense threatened one of my family members to get to me. Lucky for me, we were able to get the police to deal with the situation. So, but I'm not calling myself black. Like, that is a dumb fucking, like, smooth brain IQ fucking, like, way to try to set yourself up. Come on. I'm sorry. That is dumb. Why would you even say that? Why?
I felt that I had like extreme trauma. Like I literally would go try to.
No, we've all had trauma. Why the fuck are you trying to claim you're black? Well, come on. That's dumb.
Talk to school counselors, police, counselors, everybody.
So have I.
Parents, everything, and it's like they just looked at this pretty little white girl who does really good at school, and it was like it wasn't computing.
Okay, this is my question.
So I
what
never
does
got
ghetto
help,
have
literally.
to do with being black?
Exactly. Like, what does that got to do? I mean, besides it being like, in terms of like trauma or being ghetto, like what's the correlation? That is so like this lady's dumb.
Impoverished.
Not
You have white trash,
most black.
also ghetto.
I was white trash.
First of all,
yeah, I was
most
white
black
trash, but I
people
didn't look
are
white
ghetto.
trash.
But why do you why is blackness parallel to ghetto? Yeah.
This lady's a racist. She is.
I'm trying to figure
In
that out.
my ideology, it
Ghetto can be in any community.
But why? That's what I'm trying to understand. What does
Ghetto can
have
be
to
in
do
any
with
community.
black?
I've seen more ghettos of white here than black.
Everybody's ghetto.
I was born into a
I've seen white talking white talking shit about black, but then I saw the difference between the family. Like the black go to church, they raise their kids really nice, and then the white were completely trash.
Brother's girlfriend.
I'm just making a huge generality. I understand that not everybody fits into the stereotype.
got nothing
I
to
get
do
it.
with
I'm just
skin
making
color.
a huge generality
Okay.
based
Just
on
excuses or something.
systemic racism, based on my
Okay.
upbringing, you could say. I'm not saying.
Okay, no. I'm glad. I'm hoping my buttons are still working because, you know, no, it's not working. Damn it! This lady's stupid. She's dumb. She's fucking dumb.
It's right or wrong.
My trauma is this, and it's not an excuse for the way that you act. Like, you know what I mean? There's always these, like I was raised in racism and trauma and this.
Well, you all
it's like,
asked
but you're
me
still
what my
grown up.
Everybody
You
should
asked
know
me what
what
my
everybody in this life has a trauma just from being born.
just answer without an excuse.
Literally, I have been being asked what my thought process was, so I was just.
And you have not
explaining
once
it.
taken
Now you're
accountability the entire night.
Now you're trauma.
What do you want me to take accountability
Just
for?
when someone tells you something, just be like, you know what, that was really wrong or that was messed up, and I'm
If
sorry.
I don't believe there's.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try this. Okay. I am gonna try this. Hold on. Okay. Alright, we're gonna try this again. I had to pause and move away. But since my freaking Stream Deck isn't working, and I'm just gonna have voice mod open, and I'm gonna go ahead and play the sound that I was gonna play.
That's stupid! You're stupid! Stop being stupid!
Which that should have picked up. Hold on. Let me just make sure. Okay. Let's continue.
Anything wrong with with it, I'm not gonna apologize.
There's
I literally
Because she's a genius. What do you want? She's a genius.
Wait, so hold on. Let's go back to the words. Let's go back to the
You
words.
crazy?
actually
You arguing with a
So
genius?
crazy.
So you said Desiree.
Arguing with a genius.
You said it's a thing for when it came to your different personas. It's a thing for us genius black ghetto slave souls inside.
She calls herself a fucking genius. And okay, I need to play the Wheel of Fish clip.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
Everybody's, a few of these people are laughing at her. Come on.
Sexy white bodies.
And that just sounds.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Yeah.
How did you get that?
She wrote.
Black slave souls? What are
I think you've been with too many black guys. That's the problem. Their DNA stayed inside of you, and you think you're black.
But what is she talking about?
You have too much.
Could it be that she's trying to pretend something that she's not? Kind of like a... I'm gonna just leave it there.
Black DNA inside of you. So
I
you
mean,
think you're
I
black.
have a fat ass. I always have, like, since I was 11. And yeah, I probably got funneled.
Since you were 11? Since you were 11? Oh my god.
I came at the time when it wasn't.
Since you were 11?
So all the white guys didn't like me. The black
I can't.
White guys don't like ass?
I have to ask you a question.
Not 25 years ago.
Since you were 11, you had sex?
Literally, my whole family.
Oh my god.
Were starving themselves. I had horrible eating disorders from the time I was like 7 years old, starving my ass off. Yes, it was a thing.
Starving your ass off?
Since 7. Can I... I don't want to try to assume people's traumas, but can I just flat out call out bullshit? I really want to. I think that's appropriate here.
It only came back because of the
Desiree,
fucking
I'm only 3
Kardashians.
years younger than you. Trust me, like ass was in for me.
Yeah, but I didn't know that. The style and the culture, I believed that there was something wrong with me.
Back in 2007.
Yes.
Damn, that's a fact.
Right? I literally grew up like with everybody being like worshiping me because I was a white girl with ass. Yet
Bro,
my
the Bush
self-concept was like I was
administration.
fat.
Look at that.
Let's vote.
What are you talking about?
Honestly, Brian,
Basically, the
I have body
subtext.
dysmorphic disorder.
Basically, the
so
subtext
Oh,
of
good
what
lord.
you're saying.
I have women in my family getting liposuction, like getting their asses sucked out.
Basically, the subtext of what she's saying is, I've been with so many guys, so many black guys. I'm overused myself emotionally, sexually, vaginally, whatever you say that word, right? Vaginally, right? And I think you're so exhausted. I would not talk about it because when you bring in all the predators toward you, when you get out of here, all the black men and white men and everybody
I was
wants to.
raised by a predator. I was sex trafficked by my dad. So my dad raised me to be a sex worker.
And you become the predator.
No, I became the sex worker. I am a sex worker.
And you know that? You know how you grew up? Why don't you change it? You have to know how it was
I did change it. I changed it to doing OnlyFans so that I completely
But
control
OnlyFans
my
not changing it. It's making it worse.
No, it's not. It's the way that I'm making something good
OnlyFans
out of my
doesn't change it.
fucked up head.
OnlyFans making it worse because OnlyFans legitimize you being sexually abused over and over again. When you get money, you don't think you're being sexually abused, but you are, because if you were not being sexually abused, you wouldn't feel comfortable
I felt
with
way more
OnlyFans.
sexually abused.
You know, I have to... Somebody in the chat, I have to ask, like, if... Like, I'm gonna ask a very, like, kind of, like, off question. But if you're an individual who's been essayed, who has been put through and been forced to be a sex worker, would you take part, like, honestly, anybody watching this video, I want to ask your guys' honest opinion. Would you think that a person would go into sex work knowing, or at least having experienced, what some of the things that this lady is saying? And yeah, just let me know. I'm very curious about that conversation.
Being fucked by my husband that I couldn't stand inside my marriage. When I got
He's
out
the
of my
father of your
marriage,
children. Don't talk like that on television. Respect the father of your children.
And I learned that
Respect the father of your children. Respect the father of your children.
Respect the
Respect the father of your children.
No, for real.
Let's call it that. He's MIA right now. Call that
Respect the father of your children.
Maybe
Your children.
How much you want to bet the father isn't as bad as she's trying to claim?
No,
That's like
Riley, can't you just say I'm sorry? That was a racist comment. I shouldn't have said that. I take, you know, I'd like to
I'm
give it
sorry to the white women that I forgot what I said, but I'm sorry.
That we need to stand up for what we believe in. That's what you said.
I just.
Oh, okay.
And you didn't say it like she said.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I'm just trying to understand
Also,
what the slave soul
I
is.
do want to point out that Desiree dropped to the hard R.
What did I say?
When?
Desiree
What's the
dropped
hard
the
R?
hard R.
Is it retarded?
Wait, like the activate.
Don't say the word, Desiree. Don't
I
say
don't
the word.
Wait.
Oh
what?
god.
Word.
Like, did she say it like off camera or in a message? Oh my gosh.
But you did the hard R.
What is it? What is it? Explain to me. I don't
I have a potty mouth. I'm sorry.
What is hard R?
That's not.
Do you know
Oh my gosh.
word?
Yes.
Don't say it.
I'm not gonna say
No
it.
one's gonna say it.
Hard R. So you can end it with a. I shouldn't even be explaining.
Yeah.
There's like a way to say it.
The way she said it earlier.
Like,
Yeah, I understand.
black people say it amongst each other with the A at the end, but like
White people
slave
say it with the R. I
masters
know,
used
yeah,
to say it
yes,
with the
yes, yes,
ER.
yes,
So
yes.
we say it to each other
It's a
as
bad
like
word
a
to
term
say.
of endearment.
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
I'm black.
But like when people
don't
say
say
the hard R, it's like
You don't say
I'm
that.
telling you, I get away with this shit.
No, you don't.
How do you get away with? No, you don't.
No, you
If I couldn't have gotten away with this up until 38, why the fuck do you think I
Because
still
one
roll
day
with
3
it?
guys can
Obviously,
take you
I
on
get
the
away
street and
with
rape
it
you.
enough of the times that I don't give a shit.
Oh,
You're not
no,
gonna
you
see this.
don't.
You're not. Part of the way
Obviously,
I
you don't give a
it's
shit about yourself. That's why
I'm a
you
baby
act like
girl.
that.
It's street
Obviously.
culture.
Oh my god.
Shut up, baby girl.
Alright, I'm white, grew up in a literal crack house of whiteys. Until I was adopted by a black woman at 13. I still acknowledge no part of me is black or has black experiences. Desiree, you're not black.
Donated $100. I'm white, grew up in a literal crack house of whites, until I was adopted by a black woman at 13. I still acknowledge no part of me is black or has black experiences. Desiree, you're not black.
No.
Should I whip out the ass?
No, let's not.
Nobody wants to see your ass. Otherwise, you know, that would have been another freaking sexual assault charge.
Please
Can you stop thinking about your ass?
I don't know where the fuck it came from then, if not black.
Okay, so hold on. So wait, Desiree, do you consider yourself?
No, I just.
I mean,
Then why would you, if you don't consider yourself as black, why would you go out of your way to try to describe yourself the way you did to Brian and them? What the fuck?
She thinks he's pretty
She
enough
thinks
to say
black
that.
guys like her because she had a big butt and she don't.
Yeah, I find resonance with the culture. That's
Okay,
I vibe with the guys.
I hope you're not gonna put
I
a wig
vibe
next
with
week.
black guys.
You probably shouldn't say this in a room with
No,
more
dude.
people present. I'm just-
Yeah.
not at all. Not at all. But
I mean,
now you heard it from her. Don't just do it with your face in front of people.
Your attitude is the most ghetto I've seen, more than any black girl.
I
No,
would
we're
not
not
brought it
asking
up if it wasn't brought to my attention to speak.
My god, Brian! Is it Brian or the other guy that's on the stream doing the sound effects? Oh my gosh.
it's because you feel like you have some close proximity to blackness.
Listen,
does not
do you not
give you
see
the
what's
right to
happening?
say that.
Can you
This
not
is
just let
shit
someone
that
talk?
I said in private. This was never supposed to be an exploited, out in public conversation.
Wait, so you say this shit in private? You're not mad at the fact. Hold on. So, the reason you're mad is because Brian said this in the podcast. And this is something I'm assuming you would say regularly in private? What the fuck?
Okay? The
But
man,
didn't you
the
say
man,
it? Can you
oh,
pull it up where she said it? Is it like
It
on
was a
on a
private
show?
message. A private message between us that I
Yeah, so, dude, that's just worse.
never knew was gonna get blasted out there.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, why-
Wait a minute. Don't say right there because that's the problem I have. That's the problem I have with people like you. Because you say it in private and then you think, oh well, I wasn't. Yeah, like I didn't mean to say it publicly. I said it to him in message. So do you say this to your other friends that aren't black? Like I'm confused. Do black people?
What the fuck is wrong? Not her. Not the lady talking. Desiree, the freaking one with the glasses. What the fuck is wrong with her?
People give you a
My
pass to
personal
say
friends, or, yes, nobody gives a shit.
Wait, actually, no, I take that back, considering some of the things... I take that back, or take that question back, considering some of the things that we've all reacted to already. Never mind, continue.
Gives a shit.
Oh my god, I just.
Nobody gives a... Dude! people are gonna listen to what you say, hear that message, and they're gonna realize they look at you and realize that you're fucking racist.
I'm so
from the day when it didn't.
Did you guys see that white girl on TikTok that went viral for saying the N-word and then her
she said it with the A and she didn't say it with the ER, which is
hope
still
you're
disrespectful.
not gonna be in the night lonely in some corner and some black girl's gonna corner you and beat the shit out of you. That's what I hope.
Okay, I don't agree with that. In terms of that, I mean, as bad as this woman is, I don't agree with her. You know, saying that she's gonna get beat up for this shit. I don't think that's appropriate.
I just feel like you it's not even just black people. Like it's just offensive to even want to say the word. Like why would you? Like nobody else seems to care about the word.
I don't get
why do
that.
you say the word so much?
Unfortunately,
Because it's fucking words.
Like okay.
Hold on.
Unfortunately, you proving the point. You proving the point that the majority of black women who go with black men, it's low-level white women. It's not high-level white women that going with black men.
Hold on.
And unfortunately, you are proving that point. Am I right or am I wrong?
No, I don't feel like that because my brother, like his girlfriend, she's so sweet. Like she's white, and like she's the sweetest person I've ever met. She doesn't treat him like, she never says the N-word. Like it's never been that. And if they're treating him like crap or like talking crap to him, it's because he's a fuckboy. You know, my brother's a fuckboy. He deserves to be shitted on by these women because he treats them like trash. So it's fair, but it never comes about to where they get to say the N-word with an ER at the end. Like I've never heard any of my
maybe my white privilege.
Like I said.
Oh my god. It's because my white privilege. You know, no. There should be no excuse to being a fucking racist. It should be no excuse for you to call yourself fucking black when you're not.
All the other white women that I'm friends with,
it's a waste of time to argue with you because you're so dumb and flat.
I'm giving you my life experience. I don't know what to tell you. I've made it this far.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say I think part of me wants to say that whatever you say about your life experience is bullshit.
It's just so
no, but where have you made it though? To OnlyFans? Able to say the N-word.
I mean, where have you made it? Are you married? That's like you had an 19-year-old girl here.
I literally am able
This 19-year-old girl here, way smarter than you. I'm embarrassed for you. You could be her mother, and she can school you with her brain, and you're just so stupid, and you think you're a genius. To me, it's embarrassing for you. I've never met anybody who's more stupid than you in my life, and you call yourself a genius. This 19-year-old girl, 100 times more smart than you, and you have the audacity to sit here and try to think you're schooling other women. Just shut your mouth. You're so dumb.
Period.
Oh shit. Damn. She just freaking went off on her.
I just think it's crazy to say you've made it this far because what are the accomplishments that you have? Have you graduated like college? Do you have a real, are you married?
I've been married twice.
But are you?
Yeah, didn't she say she was like has a degree or something? Like, if you have a degree in like psychology and shit like that, why are you taking part in OnlyFans? Like, what the fuck?
You married? Are you in a current relationship?
Why are you asking?
Because
you're
just saying that you made it this far. Well, I'm just saying.
You're
only be doing OnlyFans.
Married?
Yes.
Honey, it's not that great. It's a lot of fucking work.
Maybe depending on the men you choose. Yeah. Being married is
I
great.
have a graduate degree in counseling ministry.
I just want.
Then why are you doing OnlyFans?
Let me just finish what I'm saying. I know you love to talk. You love to talk. No wonder.
What the hell is she doing?
I can never say anything to her, but I'll just say it. When you say you made it that far, but you made it onto OnlyFans and your head in a toilet while some guy does that, that's just not making it that far. I'm never gonna read that.
And this is what I'm talking about.
It costs
Wipe off your I was so fucked up by your exact ideology. It kept me a fucking slave for 20 goddamn years of my life. And I fucking made something out of myself after I left that shit, so fuck you.
What did you make?
Isn't that crazy how she acts?
Fucking book, bitch.
Why is it that
I was counseling your fucking type and your miserable
never.
And I left that shit and I started having orgasms. And now I love.
What the fuck? This lady is unhinged. Jesus Christ.
Unstable.
I will never F you. I will never F you.
Baby girl.
I will never F you. 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 I will never F you.
Jesus Christ.
I will never F you.
It's your shit.
Where's the book, by the way?
I'm
No, I know.
So
Riley,
did you write that in your
Honey, that's not a $50,000 book.
We're sorry.
It's a self-published book.
You
It's not worth it.
no, let me just say this. Everybody has prejudices. They're gonna say racist stuff. Everybody does it. It's an American thing.
What?
It's just
Wait, what? Sorry.
like I said, everyone has prejudices, and they're gonna say racist stuff. Everybody, once they get educated and they understand, okay, if this affects a group of people, you usually apologize for it,
Yeah,
or
that's what I was
you
gonna
just
say.
explain yourself. But you
If
do
you
not.
should-
use-
Yeah.
Going off on everybody.
I think you should at least
I don't
respect.
believe it's wrong.
Okay.
Angry.
This lady has no accountability for herself. No acknowledgement of any wrongdoing that she does. She thinks that everything she does is right. Or at least what she's displaying. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ.
Just by you yelling and screaming and all of us stop talking to you, it's not that we're scared. It's not that
No,
we're
you're intimidating. You're not intimidating.
Listen to her.
It's the fact that we can't reason with you.
Exactly.
Your
That's
instinct.
not the
No,
point.
your instinct is to
not the
interrupt. Your instinct is, oh, I'm this pretty. I can talk however I want. No, you're not. No one is that pretty that can talk whenever they want.
Exactly.
No one. You have to give everyone the respect that you want. If you want to be heard,
There you go.
you have to just shut up
You
when
need
people
to
are
scream.
talking.
You realize what the point of the show is, right?
This lady's so fucking dumb.
Is to
Now
not
you-
make
It's
this
to monetize drama.
No, it's to
No.
take accountability.
That's why you showed your
It's
ass
screaming
out.
a 19-year-old. Point of the show at all.
You, to get
Literally-
your point across, you don't have to scream at the top of your bloody lungs.
Or
no,
offering
it's not.
me
Actually, no, it's not.
or offering me to F her.
Literally, bro.
It's not. I'm telling you,
You guys
as
are
a-
boring. You're repeating
Because I'm not
ideologies
attracted
that
to you
literally
whatsoever.
learned from
What do you
your
think we're
parents,
listening to you?
grandparents.
You're doing the same
At least
thing.
I have original fucking thought, bitch.
No, you don't. You. Oh my gosh. Again, there's a particular word for a person like this. And I'm doing my best not to say it.
No, you don't.
Yes, I
You're
do.
like any other cookie cutter.
Oh, I'm cookie cutter? Have you ever met a fucking bitch like
No, you're actually worse.
I'm pretty sure that she's basically like any other OF girl.
Yes,
Never
otherwise.
met a fucking
I know,
bitch
you're
like
actually
that.
worse.
You're exactly.
You're worse.
Never fucking original.
Donated $100. Desiree has only
Honestly,
gone full unhinged screaming psycho against the one Christian at the table. Not a coincidence. The demonic manifestation is real.
That's literally the same guy, hi Andrew, that called you a spitting, demonic, possessed girl. If you're not paying
That's not
attention to
what
the
he
fucking
called
troll,
me.
that is literally Andrew because I know his fucking psychology.
That's Giovanni. Don't.
It's Andrew.
That's. What?
No one's called.
Way to assume.
Actually, you are right. We
Or it's
never met
Andrew's
anybody
minion.
Anytime I
who's,
talk to you, you
who's
just
not
totally
a
go
good
nuts.
looking like you, dumb as you, that think that she's a genius. I've never met any phenomenal like that.
Well, the U.S. military tested me,
You are,
bitch, so maybe
you are
something
phenomenal.
Damn tax.
You are phenomenal because you're so dumb
wait,
that you
wait,
think you're a
wait,
genius.
Yeah, that's where I got tested.
Well, hold on.
Wait. Okay. So you said that your story when it came to the military is you went in as a four. What?
So
did you
I went in, I enlisted as an E4, which is
Right.
basically
But
I
you
had
said
my
they
college
I don't
degree.
believe-
Wait,
I
but
don't
you said
believe
they were
in
going to
quantum
fast
physics.
track.
I know.
Wait, chat.
They wanted me
hold on,
to
hold on.
go
Wait,
in
wait,
as an
stop, stop,
officer.
stop.
Hold on, hold on. Is this another thing that
Or
was
be a
that?
combat surgeon.
Hold on,
I said
wait.
no.
Combat search.
Hold on.
Liar.
Chat. So any military people who are watching, maybe you can like.
You
help
don't
us.
fit the
Wait,
pattern.
Hold on, hold on. So you said that the military was going to fast track you due to your test scores.
No, they don't do that. No, they don't do that. You have to go through basic training as well as various other trainings. I would have, I mean, myself, I mean, before I freaking got honorably discharged due to health, I like when I was signed up for basic, they told you, oh look, so you're gonna be going through basic. After that, you'll be going through specialty training, or at least something in that regard, where you would basically be trained for your skill set. Apparently, I got freaking I got a skill set for mechanics. At least that's what they told me at the time, and that would have been my career path, but they don't. Like, I've never heard of them fast tracking. That sounds dumb and made up, just like the rest of the bullshit that this lady's been saying.
Because of, yes, all of that, and because I had a college degree. So when you go in,
Military doesn't give a damn about college degree.
Yes,
I come from a military country, honey. In my country, we obligated to
in
do the
America,
army.
when you have a
Listen
college
to me.
degree, you can
Listen to me. I come from a country that a woman obligated to do the army for
So we're
2 years.
listening to
You
US
don't
military
fit.
practices
Wait.
by a
You don't
non-American.
fit the pattern of an army, and I'll tell you why. Because in the army, the first thing they check is your mental capacity under pressure. You don't have any mental.
No, I gotta give credit to the lady in the left. I mean, in terms of like the military, I mean, you have to have, you know, a certain mindset for it. This lady, like Desiree, the crazy bitch on the freaking right with the glasses, I mean, it's clear she doesn't have the mental capacity or the emotional fortitude to freaking deal with what would have been basic training, just the environment. I don't think she would be capable.
Mental capacity under pressure, so don't bullshit me, please.
I hate to break to you, but your type would.
You don't need. You don't need to break me anything. You're dumb. You are dumb. You are dumb. You're not good looking. You're stupid.
Hey, be nice. Be nice. Hold on.
Well,
Hold on. Okay, so.
Shots fired.
Really quick. So, okay, Desiree, if there's any people in the military watching, she says that they were going to fast track her to combat surgeon.
CIA
Because I was entering as a college graduate.
But I had multiple people after you said that who are in the military reach out to me.
This was
and
They're saying it's bullshit.
2009. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
they said that that's like impossible.
It's not impossible.
Somebody, Ryan, you want to see how I get her as a liar, why she's lying? Because in the army, okay, the first thing they do, they give you all these IQ tests, a lot of like psychological tests. Somebody who had a lot of body count obviously cannot restrain their impulse. And in the army, as an agent, like you say, whatever, CIA, whatever you say, you cannot restrain yourself because you cannot control yourself, not sexually, not mentally. So how are they gonna take you to a high level job in the army? With what? You can laugh all you want. You can maybe tell the same story for 20 years so people believe your lie, because when you tell a lie for so long, it's become the truth. And you.
She's, at this point, she is what is classified. I mean, I think what this lady is trying to say, again, the lady on the left, I think what she's trying to say is Desiree is a case of a, again, I'm going to say this, I'm not a counselor, I'm not a therapist, but in terms of like I guess characteristics, it would be something of a pathological liar. Which, looking at pathological liar is someone who lies excessively and habitually, often without a rational motive. Their lies can be complicated and extensive, and they may continue for years or even a lifetime. Pathological liars may not be aware of their lying because they believe their own stories. And they may even lie when it's not important or necessary. So, in a sense, I think this is what, again, the lady on the left, that's what she's trying to kind of point out, is that this woman, Desiree, she is a pathological liar. She can't take anything, she can't be at fault. She blames everyone else. And in terms of, like, what she's done, what she's gone through, what experience she's had, for all we know, she's lied about all of it.
You are the only one that believe that.
I literally
you're
brought the military.
You are dumb, sweetie. You are dumb and crazy. That's why you're in this show, because you are dumb. You are the entertainment of the show. Wake up.
Okay. So anybody in the military, I mean, you can DM me. I don't know if anybody can DM me, tell me what the whole situation is. But apparently, multiple people DM'd me after that and said it's basically, what's that word when you're like claiming military?
Stolen valor.
Stolen valor.
Yeah, stolen valor. If you're claiming that you're part of the military and you weren't, a lot of people get called out for it, especially when you have individuals that are going to like stores to try to get military discounts, wearing like half-assed put together uniforms, and eventually are called out when they aren't dressed up to code. So
sort of, because they're saying like that's not possible. You're not going to fast track to becoming a combat
Yeah.
surgeon. I'm going to try to find.
All right, Epic Major, you cannot go in as an E4, current active duty ASAF or USAF. She is lying. I even worked in commissioning officers. Yeah, so she basically, so there's like 7 seconds of this left, but that's towards the end of it. So in turn of everything that's been said and done in this video, this woman quite possibly is a pathological liar. She will say and do anything she wants to get attention. She believes that she's smarter than everyone else, and she's a total bitch who, in a sense, essayed a person on podcast and is quite possibly more likely a racist. But that is just my summation of what has experienced or transpired here. What are your thoughts? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. If you guys can, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you guys want to follow us on social media, links are in the description down below, as well as check out our daily content and the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Novakast signing off. Have a good one, take care, and I'll see you guys next video.